G'day, Tom here out in Melbourne's Dandenong Ranges. Today we're talking about clarity, and I'm going to give you a tip in the next 2 or 3 minutes about how you can gain more clarity, not just about your weight loss goals, but just about any goal or anything that you want to achieve, you know, whether it's in the next 90 days or a year or 5 years. All right, so out here at Melbourne's Dandenong Ranges, Tom Caramzala's helping dads over 35 lose the gut and keep it off for good without cutting back on carbs, counting calories, or doing long and intense workouts. And I thought we'd talk about clarity today because I was driving through the mountains in the morning, and you know when you're driving through the mountains around the bends and the curves, and you know it's hard enough to navigate sometimes, but you know on a morning like today when I was driving through and it was a little bit darker, you could barely see through the clouds of fog, and it got me, look, check out this place, Marples. And it got me thinking about, it got me thinking about clarity because, you know, it wasn't that clear on the road. And I've been talking to some people, you know, about their goals, and some of them are ambiguous about their goals, and more so, you know, action steps. What do I do next? And it got me thinking about two concepts: overwhelm, which is we haven't got clarity, so we've got the opposite. You know, overwhelm. There's so much to do and so much going on. So what the hell do I do? Got me thinking about this really cool book. I think it's Gary Keller. You know, The One Thing. And Gary's like, what's that thing that you want to achieve? Like, you want to drop 8 kilos, you know, of weight, or you want to drop a pant size, or you want to run a marathon, or you want to, you know, hit 10 sales this month in your business, or whatever it is that you want to do. And so how do we go about, you know, overcoming the overwhelm if we're stuck in overwhelm? You know, and Gary Keller talks about, hey, what's that big goal that you want to do? And rather than thinking about the 100 things you can do, he's like, what's that one thing that you can do next in order to get closer to your goal? So, for example, we're up here because my sister-in-law's moving today, and she had a bit of overwhelm. When we were talking to her last week, she had all these things going on. And so we're like, hey, you know, Penny, the one thing that we can do is, hey, let's just all get together in the morning, have a coffee first thing in the morning out here on a Sunday, beautiful Sunday morning out at Sassafras in the village. And let's go back and let's get 4 or 5 of us and let's just smash, you know, room by room by room, one room at a time, and let's get onto our goals. So my tip for today is if you've got a lot going on, a lot of goals, and a little bit of overwhelm to do with all those goals, think to yourself, hey, what's the one small action step that I can take to get to my goal? And then tomorrow do the same thing. Tomorrow do the same thing. The next day do the same thing. That's my tip for today. So we're wrapping up here in the Dandenong Ranges. You know, these guys going for a bike ride in the morning. Their one thing's going for a bike ride. My name's Tom Caramzalas, as I said earlier, and I help dads over 35 lose the gut for good, get healthier and supercharge their confidence without diets, counting calories or longer intense workouts. If you're not a member yet, I've got a Facebook group called the SuperDad Den. Lots of training resources and other materials to help you get into the best shape of your life. And just hit that button. You can join that group now, and I'll see you in the den. Ciao.